Welcome to the one environment where you can find your Class 8 tractor rolling over asphalt or cobblestones, riding down crowded avenues and cramped alleys, inching through traffic, or backing across parking lots. You're in the city, where your tractor's handling and suspension are your protection from the urban elements. Good thing you're driving a new International ProStar. Outstanding ride and handling are in the ProStar's DNA. The vehicle was designed and engineered to deliver a stable, controlled, responsive ride. A ride more reminiscent of a sports car than the feel of a 1970s sedan, which characterizes many Class 8 tractors. This stable, responsive ride is achieved by designing the ProStar's 3 suspension systems to perform as one fully integrated unit to tune out road inputs. The front air suspension absorbs the shocks and jolts of bumps and potholes. The cab suspension minimizes lateral movement through its outboard mounts, and the driver's seat is tuned to keep the operator firmly in place whatever the terrain.
We had some S-turns to go through, and the body didn't lean very much. It felt what I call sure-footed. It felt very stable.
Driving through the city, you'll encounter all kinds of unpredictable road surfaces and conditions. The ProStar is engineered to isolate the driver from the fatiguing effects of road imperfections while preserving his perception of them so he can properly handle the vehicle. We've been able to deliver this unique combination of quiet ride and responsive control by building the ProStar on a superior steel backbone that dampens road inputs. It all adds up to outstanding control plus exceptional isolation from shock and vibration.
The thing that I noticed when I drove the ProStar was how stable the truck is. I was very, very impressed. No choppiness on rough road. The whole cab was tight, and very, very impressed with the way the truck handled itself.
When you drive a sports car, you can tell by the feel when the steering wheel is pointed straight ahead. We've engineered the ProStar to deliver that same responsive and predictable directional control, with a steering feel more reminiscent of a passenger car than a tractor. When you take the wheel of a ProStar, you'll notice the on-center feel to the steering. ProStar engineers have made the deadband, that space in which the steering doesn't react when the wheel is turned slightly left or right, as small as possible. Complementing the ProStar's responsive steering is a cab strut suspension that delivers a huge increase in cab roll control. When you make a steering correction, or get passed by a truck and encounter wind buffets, or when you have to make an evasive maneuver, the ProStar cab settles down and regains control very fast. This industry-first innovation delivers best-in-class cab roll performance.
Probably the biggest complaint that our drivers have is sway, bunk in the cab. They've done an awesome job.
Driving a Class 8 tractor around town can be a very stressful experience. The ProStar's ride and handling combine with its ergonomic innovations to make in-city driving much more pleasant. Ergonomics start with a complete understanding of the physics of the driver. How big is he or she? How far can he reach? How high can he step? The only way to find out is to measure, and International is the only OEM to do so. Collecting the anthropometric measurements of drivers allows us to understand height and weight and their demands. And once we've collected the raw data, we use our JACK software program to create digital human modeling, simulating human motion. These simulations enable us to determine the ideal driver accommodation, precisely locating the seat, the steps, the controls, and the steering wheel to the specifications of the greatest number of drivers. It's a long process that pays off with a cab that fits just right.
The new Class 8 International Tractor will help our business in many different ways. Driver comfort, accessibility, ergonomics built into the truck, fuel economy. Just overall, it's going to be a very nice package.
Ergonomic modeling in our programmable vehicle model and task analysis of actual drivers doing their job allowed ProStar engineers to precisely determine the ideal design of the steering wheel and the placement of the controls for 90% of the driver population. It's this attention to detail that puts the ProStar in a class by itself when it comes to driver comfort.
The ride is phenomenal. I'm more productive. I can drive longer lengths. Don't have to stop as much. This truck has really made a difference.
Best-in-class ride and handling, and ergonomic design that gives drivers exactly what they want. It's how companies that put their drivers at the wheel of an International ProStar stay miles ahead.